Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today I am unboxing this Anker USB 3.0 SD/TF card reader, which as you can see by the picture is essentially you plug a SD card into there, or like whatever whatever supported cards put in there, just plug it into a USB and you should be able to read them. This has literally just arrived about 10 minutes ago. So there's some information on the back of it. It's a nice little minimalist packaging. I do like that. Like, it's different from the usual vacuum sealed plastic that you tear your fingers off trying to open it. And this, I don't know why, it seems like, I like it. And the main reason why I bought one of these is because over the years I've collected loads and loads of different SD cards. And I don't have anything that I can read them from unless I plug them into a camera. But I only have one camera that supports these full-size cards, whereas this camera I'm using to record with, the camera I'm using to record with uses these small little cards. Obviously not that one, as that one's 2 gigabytes, but yeah, the one I'm using in this camera is a 64 gigabyte Samsung one, which I did an unboxing on a while ago. So all of those cards that I just swiped off screen are the reason why I bought this. How do I open it? Just the sleeve comes off. Yep. There we go, the sleeve comes off. Like, there's not any information on there that I haven't shown you already. Made in China, a bit like everything these days. Yeah, there's its name and there's the model number in case you wonder what model it was. And now we've just got this little nice minimalist box, which I really like. I will also be doing a speed test of this device as well. I will pull out what is my fastest SD card, which is this 32 gigabyte one at 18 megabytes a second. I believe that's the fastest. Yep, this one is my only, when the camera focuses, this one is my only level 10 SD card that I've got, and the level 10 ones are currently, at the time of recording this video, the fastest ones you can get, whereas all the other ones I have are all like 4. But that one's 10, so I'll do the speed test with that one. Anyway, let's just open this box. There we go. And lift up. Thank you for choosing Anker. 100% eco-friendly and 100% frustration-free. Yeah, I do actually really like this packaging. This is different. Then we lift that up, and here we have the actual device in a little box. Well, it's a very, very shiny plastic. I am aware there is a cover on it. We'll get to that in a minute. As you can see by the blueness, it is a USB 3, and in there is where I put in the SD cards. So I put the SD, you can't really see that because it's black on black, so I'll use this blue one, but I plug the SD card in, which way does it go in? Yeah, I plug the SD card in like that, and then for the small SD card, I plug it in. Which way does this one go? Does it go the same way? No. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't want to damage it because I've literally just unboxed it. Hopefully the instructions tell me. Look at this. I do like this. This is all quite professional. It's like, it's not cheapo printing paper either. It's like, it's semi-plastic coated. It feels very nice. So the package contains all of that stuff there. You can pause the video and read it if you like. Right, so hang on, this is long. So it contains that in the package. Hope it's compatible with Windows 10. Should be. It's only a USB drive. There's the card compatibilities. There's the CE. That's like legal stuff. There's a warranty and contact us and stuff like that. And then I'm guessing that's what's in the package again, but in a different language. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm going to say that's like German. I think it's German because there it says niche, and niche is German. And apologies to any people who speak German, I probably pronounced that wrong. But yes, anyway, that's what's on there. Then on the back we've got the same stuff but in many different languages. So yeah, there's a little welcome guide. And now here's a happy guide. Are you happy? I don't know. Oh, this is very weird. Right, so there's just like, are you happy with this product? And there's how to contact them if I need to. Oh, so it's like happy. Oh, so it's like, are you happy? Well, here's the details. And are you not happy? Here's the details. I like that. Bit confusing, but yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, I must say this packaging is very fancy to say it's just a USB drive with a SD card thingy. Now we're going to do this. Was that very satisfying? I don't know. Right, I've unboxed it. Now what I'm going to do is plug it into my computer and let's run some speed tests. I'm going to plug it in the front here, on the front I/O. This I/O port has a USB 3 cable running through from it directly into the motherboard's USB 3.0 port. So these ports should be able to sustain full USB 3 speed. So here's a device. Here's the SD card that I have chosen to use. Which way does that go in? Goes in that way. Alright, is it locked? No. Right, so put that in there, and then put the device in there. And now we can go over, and now I can move you to the computer screen. There we go. I've now matched the camera's shutter speed to what the refresh rate of the monitor is. Therefore you won't get all of that like artifacting and the light flicking, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's go and run some tests. So immediately I can see that I have an E drive and a cam SD. So cam SD. Right, so as you can see here, I've got my, like, this PC drive, so that's my documents and stuff, Windows drive, and then I have this cam SD drive here, and this cam SD drive is the adapter drive. Well, if you want to be technical, it's the SD card that's been run through the adapter. You may be wondering, why is the SD called the cam_SD card? Well, the simple reason why it's called that is because that SD card was originally used in this Panasonic camera, which automatically assigns its storage SD card to the name of cam_SD. And the reason why it still says that is because I hadn't formatted that SD card since having it in the camera, therefore the name is still what the camera named it. But regardless of that, that's just the name of the SD card, how the computer identifies the SD card, and that name and the fact that it hasn't been formatted since it was in this camera will not affect the SD card's speed performance, so there's no need to worry about the possibility of the name changing how fast the SD card is. So yeah, don't worry about that, it will still perform at its maximum performance. So now I'm going to pull up the benchmarking speed test thing, and I forgot what it's called. No, it's not that one. No. Where is it? Ah, Crystal Disk Mark, there it is. It's down in my portable apps thing down there, which I found portable apps really useful. I like portable apps because it means that all of my apps will be on a USB, so then when I go to college or go out somewhere and use a computer, all I need to do is plug that USB in that these apps are stored on, and then I've got all my apps all there with me, regardless of whatever computer I use. Even though at the moment this portable apps is actually on my main computer's hard drive, I do also have it copied on a USB as well. The main reason why I've copied them to my main computer's hard drive, well technically SSD, is because I don't need to constantly put my USB into the computer. Like right now, my USB isn't in the computer and I've got access to them. Anyway, enough going on about that. What drive is it? So it is the D drive. So let's run the D drive. Let's go with 4 gigs. And I've just clicked all, so the test is now running. So yeah, I guess I'll either just time lapse this bit or... Okay, so the speed test has just finished, and if I zoom you in there, then there you can see the read and write speeds. Now, am I impressed by those? Well, considering that those read and write speeds, well, the read speed is greater than what the SD card said it could do, and the write speed is near enough what it said it could do. But bearing in mind the SD card was just, what it said on the SD card was just an estimated performance, because in reality the write speed, at the time of recording this video, in reality the write speeds are usually slower than the read speeds, just because it's writing to it instead of reading it from it. But anyway, there is the read speeds from run 1. So I'm probably going to do like 3 runs, because I want it all to be good, and then I'll do some calculations and figure out the average read and write speed. And let's go and run the second run. Okay, so there is run number 2 that is just finished. I've noted down all of the speeds. I'm going to run it one more time to like get the best of 3, take the average of 3 runs, and then I'll like write them all down in an Excel spreadsheet and make it look all fancy. So yeah, I'm going to start run number 3 now. Yeah, there we go. So that is the end of run number 3. I have noted down all of the different speeds from run 1, 2 and 3, and now I'm going to attempt to make it look all fancy in an Excel spreadsheet, which will then give you the average speeds of the 3 runs. So I will be back once I've created that table. So here you can see the Excel spreadsheet that I have taken all of the test results down, then calculated the averages. First things first, I was using Crystal Diskmark version 5.2.0, the 64-bit version, and it was also the portable version. I ran the 4GB test on the PNY 32GB Class 10 SD card, which is this one here, and as you can see on the SD card, it claims it is rated at 80 megabytes a second. Here you can see the results for test 1, here you can see the results for test 2, and here you can see the results for test 3. I won't read them out, you can pause the video and go over them in your own time. And what I'll also do is take a screen capture of this table and insert that at the end of the video. Here you can see the true averages of these 3 tests combined. So there's like the true averages, and here is the simplified averages, which is to 2 decimal points, which is usually how you would read megabytes anyway. So there is the speed test from those 3 results using that version, that test and that SD card, which is the fastest SD card that I currently own. And that is it for the table bit. Like I said, I'll take screen capture and insert it at the end of the video. Yesterday, when I originally recorded this video, I forgot to do something. And that something was to test this USB adapter with the small SD card, which is these little tiny ones. I will just say right now, I will not be performing a speed test on this drive, because this SD card itself is like about 5 years old, and it can probably only transmit at like sub USB 2 speeds. I think the transfer speed on this is something like 5 megabytes a second. It's ridiculously slow. And before you ask, yes, I do have another one of these which is a lot faster, but that one of these which is faster is currently inside this camera that I'm recording with, and I'm not going to mess about setting up my other camera and taking the SD card out of this one and testing it in here and then creating another table in Excel, stuff like that. So I will not be performing a speed test on this small card. But one thing I have found out is that the the larger SD card goes in with the pins facing upwards, whereas the smaller SD card goes in with the pins facing downwards. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's just the way they designed it. It doesn't really bother me, but yeah, it's just the way they've designed it. So again, as it is a USB 3 drive, I'm going to plug it into the USB 3 drive, even though this SD card that you can't even see because it's the same colour as my computer, even though this SD card here does not support USB 3 speeds, I could plug it in a USB 2, but just for the sake of to lower the chance of bottlenecking, even though this SD card cannot sustain even USB 2 speeds, never mind USB 3, I'm just going to plug it into USB 3 because why not? Okay, so here you can see my connected drives, and here we can see is the, let's just say the 2GB SD card, which is the one that I just plugged in, so I can confirm that that does work. So if we just go into that SD card, and then there's currently nothing in it because it's a formatted SD card, but let's just create some folders. So they've created fine, go into a folder, create some more folders, select all the folders and paste them multiple times, and just for the sake of it, let's select them all again and paste them all again multiple times. This is a very slow SD card, so maybe that was a mistake, but no, there we go. You can see we've got the folders work fine, so I'm guessing that port works. If I go into the number 4 folder, you see I've got those folders there, all of which I've just created, so let me just delete all those again. So I am going to say that micro SD card slot works perfectly fine. So yeah, that's it for this video. Apologies about me forgetting about the small memory card slot. But I mainly got this device for the larger size SD cards. Anyway, that has been it for this video. It's been a long video. To say all I did was unbox an SD card and then run a few speed tests on it. But anyway, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I shall speak to you in the next video.